went to Atlanta to interview 8 consumers about changing their oil themselves or having it changed professionally. Here's what some of them had to say.
It's just one of those things that I know how to do it, I just don't really feel like doing it.
I'm just trying to do the bare minimum. My car is basically what gets me through college.
And I totally believe in keeping the oil changed and you will have a truck that runs forever.
I don't want to really touch anything inside under the hood, really. I don't want to mess with anything. I'm not a mechanic.
You know, I have the assurance that the right viscosity of oil is going into my car, not just something they pump out of a drum, which you really don't know what it is.
I don't know what can happen with the oil if it messes up. I don't know if it'll break the car or something, so I just change the oil. You know, it's cheaper than having the car break.
I change the oil in it every probably 3,000 to 4,000 miles, somewhere in there.
But I mean, you gotta do it to keep your car going. It's a necessary expense.
I take it to Jiffy Lube and let them change it, because I don't want to mess with anything under the hood, really.
Thanks for coming to Jiffy Lube.
I don't know how to change the oil and whatever else is in there. I just leave it to them. They get paid for it.
You have an excuse to get away from the wife, the girlfriend, and go be by yourself, and that's relaxing on its own.
Get on top of the bumper and kind of push the car down a little lower so all the oil gets out. Probably like never see this again today, right? You know it's getting done right, and I like to make sure that the proper oil is being used, not just some generic, I mean, even though it's probably the same qualifications under the SAE rating. Is that what it's called, the SAE rating, I think?
I mean, I'm usually gonna look at the price and I'm gonna find the most expensive oil first and then compare that with something that might stick out to me with a label, or usually big names like Castrol. I never really think of Shell, I think of gas when I think of Shell.
Quick question, what kind of oil y'all gonna be using? The grade was gonna be Pennzoil 520. That's the one that they're using. Every place has, you know, I could ask them probably to use Castrol, but to me it really doesn't matter. Some people might just use one type of oil religiously. I'm like, I don't know, it's trying to say Coke is better than Pepsi.
You know, oil is oil. I mean, I know there's different kinds and there's some things that make it perform better, but this isn't a sports car. This isn't, you know, that great of a car. I mean, as long as the oil keeps it going each time, that's all I really care about.
I guess an ideal one would be one that would clean your engine. Something that, I mean, had an enzyme in it to eat away dirt in the engine and actually clean it while it does it. And here, of course, is the type of oil I'm using, Castrol Syntec. That's a homemade funnel. She made a pretty one for us, too. I do change my oil a lot.
The Toyota manufacturer recommends 5W30. I don't know what that means or anything.
You know, the 20W50 is a much thicker oil, and so in the summertime, the heat will help to keep it fluid and moving better, whereas in the wintertime, you're better off using a thinner oil or a lighter weight oil.
Don't they take the oil out when they change it? It's not gonna mix 2 different oils, is it? Or I don't know.
Sometimes I don't even know when I see 10W30 compared to 10W50, synthetic, partial synthetic.
The synthetic is an upgrade. It's supposed to withstand heat a lot more, so it doesn't, you know, get all clumpy and, you know, sticky and stuff.
My mom she doesn't know what synthetic oil is used for. She doesn't know why. She might think it's used for Jeeps. And a lot of people out there are just sticking with maybe the old oil that they're using. Same with me, I stick with Castrol kind of, because it's a name that I just know. But none of them give me really the knowledge that when I need to know that I don't have to pick up each oil can and read the small writing. I'd like to have something that the best oil for your car is this, if the temperature is this and your mileage is this.
You know, it's a good thing to look to see, you know, that they're actually changing out the stuff that they say they are, that they're topping all the fluids, you know, your windshield wiper, your water, and the radiator. To me, if they don't come with those things, it's not really an oil change. You know, so it's another reason why it's a pretty good idea to, you know, bring it to one of these places, because they check all this other stuff that you normally wouldn't have if you did it yourself.
that's about as black as they come when it comes to oil changes. I mean, I almost want to think that, did I get my oil change? That's another good thing about when you change the oil, you know it's changed.
It is pretty much by Castrol. You know, for me, it's been just a brand that I like. I mean, why do some people drink certain type of scotch or wine because they just like it, you know?
I'm familiar with that name, and I've heard that that's a good oil. That, you know, it does better for your cars.
How do you know that?
Somebody told me.